In the sacred realm of ancient philosophy, where the threads of intellectual exploration wove the intricate tapestry of human thought, Zeno of Citium emerges as the venerable founder of Stoicism. Born around 334 BCE in Citium, a city cradled on the island of Cyprus, Zeno's philosophical journey unfolded against the backdrop of a dynamic era characterized by the convergence of brilliant minds earnestly striving to unravel the profound mysteries of existence. Among these intellectual luminaries were Zeno's contemporaries, a constellation of stars that included Epicurus, Aristotle, and the indomitable Diogenes. Together, they constituted a kaleidoscope of ideas, each reflecting a facet of humanity's collective quest for understanding. Amidst this rich intellectual ferment, Zeno stood as a philosopher with a distinctive personality, an indomitable spirit, resolute in the pursuit of truth. Zeno, son of Naesius, a merchant, was a merchant himself. Yet, in a twist of fate that would alter the trajectory of philosophical history, late in the 4th century BC, Zeno found himself sailing the Mediterranean on a boat laden with the highly coveted Tyrian purple dye. However, tragedy struck when a shipwreck claimed not only the vessel but also every possession and aspiration Zeno held. The devastation, both financial and emotional, might have spelled the end for many, yet for Zeno, it marked the commencement of a transformative journey. Having survived the shipwreck, Zeno made his way to Athens. In a bookstore, he stumbled upon Memorabilia, a renowned work by the Greek philosopher Xenophon. Captivated by the portrayal of Socrates within its pages, Zeno sought to find individuals akin to the revered philosopher. Fate intervened when, at that very moment, the most famous cynic in Greece, Crates of Thebes, happened to pass by. The bookseller, sensing the serendipity of the moment, pointed to Crates, forever altering the course of Zeno's life and paving the way for him to become the founder of Stoicism. He then began following the teachings of Crates of Thebes and, later, other illustrious philosophers, such as Stilpo the Megarian, before creating his own philosophy. Zeno's philosophical idea of Stoicism affirmed that true contentment could not be found in the ceaseless chase for desires or the desperate cling to possessions. Rejecting hedonism, Zeno advocated for a path of reason, urging individuals to recognize the impermanence and fleeting nature of all things. This Stoic perspective, resonating with the Greeks of his time and later embraced by the Romans, emphasized the liberation from the shackles of passionate enslavement. Zeno's teachings invited a profound shift in perspective, fostering an enlightened apathy that transcended worldly pursuits. The crux of his philosophy lay in self-awareness, where simplicity became the gateway to genuine contentment, offering a profound lens through which to navigate the complexities of human existence. More specifically, the thought of the founder of Stoicism can be outlined as expanding in 3 major areas, which were logic, physics, and ethics. In the realm of logic, Zeno's philosophical pursuits were deeply influenced by the Megarian school, particularly Stilpo. Recognizing the necessity of a solid logical foundation, Zeno asserted that wisdom demanded the ability to discern and avoid deception. While Cicero criticized Zeno's treatment of logic as inferior to his predecessors, notably Stilpo, it laid the groundwork for subsequent thinkers, including Chrysippus, to provide a more precise examination of the subject. Zeno's logical framework included the categorization of true conceptions into the comprehensible and the incomprehensible, with free will granted the power of assent in distinguishing between sense impressions. His illustrative example, using the gradual closing of a hand, delineated the stages leading to true knowledge. Venturing into the realm of physics, Zeno crafted a pantheistic worldview where the universe itself was equated with God, an omnipotent and reasoning entity. Infused with the physics of Heraclitus, Zeno described the universe as an artistically working fire, foreseeing and producing everything. This divine fire, or ether, served as the foundation for all activity, operating on passive matter and undergoing cycles of formation and destruction. Zeno, aligned with Heraclitus, believed in the regular recurrence of these cosmic cycles. True happiness, according to Zeno, lay in obeying natural laws, living in harmony with fate, and recognizing the universe's inherent capacity to achieve what is right. In the realm of ethics, Zeno, akin to the Cynics, recognized a singular and simple good as the ultimate goal, coined as happiness is a good flow of life. Virtue, stemming from the consistency of the soul and aligned with reason, logos, represented the essence of this singular good. Departing from the Cynics, Zeno introduced the notion that morally indifferent things could possess relative value based on their contribution to self-preservation. However, true good, synonymous with virtue, could only be attained through right reason and moral actions. Zeno emphasized the absolute opposition between virtue and vice, asserting that they cannot coexist within the same entity. All actions were dichotomized into either good or bad, with Zeno distinguishing 4 negative emotions and 3 corresponding positive emotions, all subject to the dominion of reason. In the pursuit of ethical excellence, Zeno advocated the eradication of errors and the cultivation of right reason to guide all actions. Zeno's inspired quest for a greater wisdom found an expression in the place that is at the origin of the term Stoicism, the Stoa Poikile. Erected in Athens, this open colonnade, adorned with vivid paintings and murals, was then place of declamation of poets. It was by these storied walls that Zeno imparted his teachings to eager minds seeking solace and wisdom. Stoa Poikile became a sanctuary for philosophical discourse, a space where the Stoics, under Zeno's tutelage, delved into the nuances of virtue, resilience, and the acceptance of fate. As Zeno navigated the currents of his time, his life bore witness to the ebb and flow of societal tides. Though the details of his family background and social circumstances remain partially obscured by the sands of time, the contours of his journey suggest a man shaped by the crucible of his experiences. Within this enigmatic context, Zeno's profound contributions unfolded, altering the course of philosophical discourse and leaving an indelible mark on the annals of human civilization. Zeno's philosophical architecture sought to fortify the human spirit against the tumultuous waves of life. His doctrines, encapsulated in the concept of virtue as the highest good and the acceptance of fate, provided a resilient framework for navigating the complexities of existence. In a world where change was the only constant, Zeno's teachings acted as a compass, guiding individuals through the storms of uncertainty. The resonance of Zeno's ideas extended far beyond his immediate circumstances, echoing through the corridors of history to shape the socio-cultural evolution of mankind. His timely interventions, akin to masterful moves on the chessboard of fate, became game-changers influencing the dynamics of his era and the epochs that followed. In the crucible of his philosophical forge, Zeno crafted a legacy that contributed to the expansion of knowledge, the elevation of awareness, and the unfurling of human potential. Collaborations and contacts with other intellectual giants further enriched Zeno's intellectual landscape. The echoes of dialogues with figures like Cleanthes and Chrysippus reverberate through the corridors of history, illustrating a collaborative spirit that fueled the fires of philosophical inquiry. Zeno's intellectual lineage became a torch passed through generations, illuminating the minds of those seeking wisdom in the vast tapestry of human thought. Distinctive principles set Zeno apart from the philosophical pantheon of his time. In a world where chaos and order danced in perpetual embrace, Zeno's Stoicism provided a philosophical bulwark against the uncertainties of life. His emphasis on virtue as the ultimate good and the acceptance of fate as an inescapable reality laid the groundwork for ethical systems transcending temporal boundaries. In the intricate dance of ideas, Zeno's Stoicism diverged from the hedonistic pursuits of Epicurus, charting a course that sought virtue as the compass guiding humanity's moral ship. Unlike the ethereal musings of Plato's metaphysical realms, Zeno grounded his philosophy in the practicality of virtuous living within the bounds of reality. This departure from the philosophical norms of his time rendered Zeno a trailblazer, a beacon in the philosophical night. The legacy of Zeno of Citium extends beyond the temporal boundaries of his mortal existence. As a figure whose life and ideas were interwoven with the very fabric of his era, Zeno's impact transcended the limitations of his time. His death, believed to have occurred in 262 BCE, marked not the end of a philosophical journey but the continuation of a legacy echoing through the corridors of history. In the vast tapestry of human civilization, Zeno's contributions remain threads of wisdom woven into the collective consciousness. His Stoic philosophy, a fortress against the storms of life, became a timeless guide for those navigating the labyrinth of existence. Zeno of Citium, a philosopher whose ideas carved through the veneer of uncertainty, stands as a testament to the enduring power of human intellect and the indomitable spirit of inquiry shaping the very fabric of our understanding.